Hey guys, welcome back. So what we're looking at today is 7.7. Sorry, I'm on the wrong one. Hang on. Whoops. Okay, 7.7. Pied. So there are 4 circles below, each with a different radius. Determine the circumference and area of each. Look for any patterns. What did you notice? So for a radius of 1, the circumference, we take the radius times 2, so 2 times pi, so it would be 2 pi. For the area, we take the radius squared, which is just 1, so we have just 1 pi. With a radius of 4, 4 times 2 is 8, so we have 8 pi. I don't know why my computer's being weird. 8 pi. And then for area, 4 squared is 16, so we'd end up with 16 pi. So you guys will do for radius of 2 and 3. All right, this next section, we are writing ratios. So we are looking at writing a ratio of how many boys there are to girls in our math class. This is, let's see, depending on which day you are, there's a different amount. But we are just taking and writing what that ratio is. So let's see, ratio of bathrooms to bedrooms in your house. I have 2 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms. So my ratio is 2 to 2. The ratio of televisions to people that live in your house, I have, well, technically I have 3 TVs to 2 people in my house. Now, make these specific to you. I don't want to see these exact things. Now, obviously, if you actually have 3 TVs to 2 people in your house, then you'd write that. But you're just writing the first value, so number of boys to the number of girls. Girls to boys. People in your house to cell phones in your house. So that section I'll leave for you since it's kind of based on your personal lives. The next section, so use the given information to determine the desired item. So the area of the circle is 25 pi centimeters squared. What is the circumference of the circle? Well, if the area is 25, that means the radius is 5, and circumference equals 2 pi times the radius, so the circumference would equal 10 pi centimeters. When you're given the circumference and you want to find the area, divide it by 2 and then square it. So that'll give you your area. Here we're looking at arcs and their sectors and length. So the area of the small sector is 20 pi feet squared. What is the radius of the circle? So remember, this formula would be 72 over 360 times pi radius squared would equal the 20 pi. So the pi's can cancel out. 72, that should be over 360. 72 divided by 360 is 0.2. So we have 0.2 r squared equals 20. So we divide by 0.2. So our radius squared equals 20 divided by 0.2 is 100. Take the square root. So our radius is 10. So the radius is 10. This next one, the arc length of arc AC measures 16 pi. What's the area of the circle? So we've got 120 over 360 times 2 pi r equals 16 pi. Divide by 2 pi. So 120 divided by 360 is 1/3. So we have 1/3 r equals 16 divided by 2 is 8. So we just multiply by 3. So r equals 24. Now, this is not your final answer. Now you have to find the area of the sector, or the area of the circle, the whole circle. So you're going to have area equals 24 squared pi. 24 squared is 576, so area equals 576 pi. All right, so same idea for these. You're either looking at going from arc length to the area of the circle, or you're given the area of the sector and you want to find the circumference. So just working those equations. Oops. All right, this last section is looking at finding the area of the figure. So area of the shaded region. So it's the darkest part. So you're trying to find these little pieces on the outside. So first find the area of the circle, which I will tell you the circle on this one. Area equals pi 8 squared. This one is circle, area equals pi 10 squared. So use that to help you get started on those. Here the circle is area equals pi 5 squared. And this last one, our circle equals area pi 5 squared as well. So we'd have 25 pi, and 25 pi is 78.54. So 78.54 centimeters squared. Now we need to find the area of both of these triangles so we can subtract it away from the overall area of the circle to find what's left over. So for this first one, we need to find the apothem. We also need to find this side length here. So we're going to have 5 sine of 30, because remember we divide that angle in half, which is going to equal 2.5. Multiply that by 2. So this side here is 5. Now we need to know the apothem, so we use cosine. So 5 cosine of 30, which is going to give us 4.33. So we take 1/2 times 4.33 times 5. And when we do that, we find that the area of this small triangle is 10.825. Now, the area of the big triangle, this one's nice because the base is 10 because it's diameter. So we've got 1/2 times 10 times, guess what? The height is its radius, so 5. So 10 times 5 is 50, divided by 2 is 25. So now we add these two together. So we're going to subtract 35.825 from that. And when we subtract that, we end up with 42.715 centimeters squared. So this right here is our answer. That's the area of just this shaded region. So everything outside of those triangles is what we were looking for. Okay, so that's what you will be looking for as well. So your keyword for this lesson is circle. Circle is your keyword for this lesson. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a wonderful day.